Oh my God. Maddie, stop. Lay down. Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a first impression on, I picked up a few palettes, so I'm not too sure which one I'm going to use, but I did want to do a first impression. I kind of have an idea of which palette I want to use. But I did get some stuff with the VIB sale, and part of the stuff that I got was I picked up a lot of palettes. So, and then I did pick up one at Ulta. So I do have the Estee Edit, which looks like this. I did pick up the Huda Beauty Rose Textured Shadow Palette Rose Gold Edition. I did pick up that, and then I did pick up the Natasha Denona palette. I did get that one, and the Star palette, I believe is what it's called. And then I did get the Tartist Pro palette. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and use the Natasha Denona one. And I'll move those out of the way just because I don't want them here. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and use this one because this was a super expensive palette, and that kind of blocked it, the lighting. It was a super expensive palette, and I mean, like, the colors are really beautiful. Look at that. Super beautiful colors, but this is a very expensive palette. So I want to know if it's worth this $169 that I paid for it. And one thing that I don't like already that I could tell you is that this palette doesn't really come with a highlighting shade at all whatsoever. So if you look at the palette, it just does not have a highlighting shade, but I'll go ahead and play with it and see what are my thoughts on it. So as always, I will list everything down below on what exactly it is that I used, but I'm just gonna go with it. What I use for my base is just the Tarte. I always use this as a base. I don't really use anything else. So let me just put this on my eyes, and that palette, that mirror flew. So I thought it was gonna like break something, but luckily it didn't. So, and I'm just gonna use a beauty blender, aka booty blender, to blend that out, the concealer out. So, and I'm just gonna do the eye part. I'm not gonna do, this isn't really like a get ready with me. I'm just gonna do the eye part, and then what I'll do is I'll stop filming, and then I'll come back after the fact. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and use, because it doesn't have a matte base, so I'm gonna use the Renaissance palette, Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia. And I'm gonna use the color Tempera, and I'm just gonna use that to set all over my eye. I just figured that I could use that. And I'm just using a Real Techniques brush, and I just kind of wanna set it a little bit. So I'm just getting some, and like I said, I'm just gonna set it really quick. I don't want this video to be super long. I always do get readies with me that are chatty, and I just suck at them, so I never upload them. My makeup comes out really great, but I talk too much as I am now. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab the color, like I said, Vega, which is the pink color in the palette. It is this color right here on the palette. And like I said, I'm using a Morphe E30 brush. And I'm just gonna kind of blend that on my crease. And I'm, like I said, I'm not doing nothing super fancy with this look. I'm just gonna do like a basic look on my eyes and kind of give you like a first impression of it. So the first impression automatically that I, like I said, the thing that I didn't like right off the bat before I even touched these eyeshadows was that it didn't come with a brow bone, even if it was like shimmery or a matte, it didn't come with that. So that was kind of a bummer. But these colors are actually pretty smooth, and what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to put on my lid one of the chunky glittery colors. I don't know if it's a sheen or what it is, but I'm going to go ahead and try to put one of those on my eyes. And I don't even know what I'm going for. I am going out, but I have no idea. I'm just figured I would wing it and go with whatever the heck the flow that I want to go with. But so far. They blend really amazing, at least the color that I've gotten so far. So I'm really digging that. And this is a really pretty color. I'm liking that so far. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's like a very, very faint pink color, and I'm really, really liking that. So, and all I'm doing is just kind of packing it on. I don't really have a rhyme or reason to what I do. I just kind of pack it on. And I usually do it messy. I'm not big on doing something all. I'll go back and clean it up. So that's what it looks like. And then I think I'm going to go with, I wish I would have brought it. I don't even have it. Hold on. So what I'm gonna do is I got this Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this as my base. I really like the NYX one, and it's pretty affordable, but for whatever reason I couldn't find it, and I'm kind of pressed for time. So I'm just gonna go with it and use this. And all I'm gonna do is kind of pack it on my eye, or my lid, should I say, and hopes that it will grab the next color that I'm going to use. And because my hair is already getting on my nerves, I'm gonna put it up because it's driving me crazy. And okay, so the color that I'm gonna use is Bellatrix, and in the palette it is this color right here. It's the top row, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that. And I'm going to use an F70 from Sigma. It's actually a concealer brush, but I'm not gonna use it as that, as you can tell. I'm just gonna use it to pack on this on my eye. And let's see how these eyeshadows perform. And so I uploaded a video which went live today, and it's titled I Almost Got Raped at Work. And I wasn't going to upload it because I think it's kind of it really did happen, but I don't know. You could barely see that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with this color right here in the palette. I'm gonna try this one instead. This one's a little bit more, maybe will show up on my skin tone. And I'm so stupid, I should have brought a spray, and I didn't because I'm retarded. So I was really excited about this palette. I was like, oh my god, I want it. I was like, I'm gonna order this one, and if I like it, then I'll go ahead and order the more expensive one. And I was like super duper excited about it. And right now I'm kind of not feeling it. So hopefully it will come through. So the next color that I'm going to grab or pick up is going to be Gemma, which is, I don't like this plastic sleeve, by the way. The way she's doing it, I don't like it. It's gonna be that one right there. That one right there. I'm pointing out the wrong one. It's that one right there. I don't like the little plastic sleeve. I'm not a big fan of that. That's like one of the things that I am like about. So I'm not too fond of that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to work this in my eye, the crease of my eye. And let's grab another brush because that one is probably not going to be a good brush to do. I'm going to grab a Sigma E25 blending brush, and I'm going to work it with that. And all I'm doing is, sorry, those are my cats that you just heard that are probably terrorizing the house. All I'm going to do is just pretty much work it in the socket of my eye and kind of work it up. I don't know if you guys could see that, but it's very, very faint. I'm not liking these eyeshadows at all, and I really want to like them because these suckers are expensive and I'm just not jiving on them. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the first color that I used for my crease, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it back on my crease, the top part of my crease. And I don't know if you guys could see that, but the brown color that I'm applying is coming off very muddy, and I'm not liking that at all. Let's try my used and abused E. It's the same brush, it's just the Sigma E25. It's the same brush, it's just this one I think is more softer because it's been beaten up. So I don't know if you guys are seeing this on camera, but it's like very, very muddy, this color. So I'm not too impressed with that at all. I'm actually very disappointed. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but yeah. Okay, and then the color that I put on, it's just not showing up on my skin tone for whatever reason. So I think I'm going to layer it again. And I think what I'm going to layer it with is this gold color right here. I'm gonna go ahead and use this gold color, and I'm gonna pack that on top of my lid and see if that makes a difference. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna flip my brush over on the other side, and let's see if this makes a difference, because I am not getting the pigmentation that I want from these, and it's quite disappointing if you ask me. I think for a $169 palette, you better work for me so easy, and you better make me extremely happy, which this is not doing that for me. That's showing up a little bit more. Okay, so I'm back, guys. I'm not impressed with this palette, and I never thought that I would say that. I don't like to give reviews, and I always am trying to be positive about makeup, but when you're talking about something that's $169 for a palette and it has that kind of fallout, it's very, very soft and has a lot of fallout. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong. If I am, please tell me down below if you have this palette, how are you using it, what works best, but I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed at all, and that's very disappointing to me because this palette is pretty expensive. Like I said, I'm not a makeup artist or anything like that. I just love makeup and I love to play with it. And I was super excited about this palette, and it's just not my thing. It's not, I'm not digging it. And I'm definitely not going to keep it if it's, has that kind of, like, I don't think the camera's picking it up, but there's some choppiness in my eyeshadow. Yeah, I'm not impressed. So, and that's really a bummer. So anyways, if you like these kind of first impressions product reviews, please like and subscribe. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you're here to stay. I'm a makeup junkie just like you, and this is my outlet just because I'm surrounded by nothing but boys and men, and a man, or men should I say, little men. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all your guys' support, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Till the next one, bye.